good to see your fighter's favorite fighter, the former UFC interim lightweight champion, Justin Gaethje, back on the proving ground here tonight. Took a lot of time off after the loss to Charles Oliveira, but a lot of people believe he will get back on a championship trajectory.
Yeah, Justin Gaethje's always going to be in the mix because every time he fights, it's so exciting. Even in the loss to Charles Oliveira, he hurt him multiple times before ultimately getting submitted by the former lightweight champion of the world. But for Gaethje, this guy can do it all. He's an NCAA All-American, but he uses that wrestling in reverse to stay upright to try to make you fight him in his type of fight. Tonight, he's got to do that, get those leg kicks going, and try to get his opponent with that beautiful right hand that he possesses.
And one thing most of the roster can speak to, when Justin Gaethje fights, you're probably not getting a bonus because it's going on. All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world. This is his first title defense, so it took him a while to realize the title shot. Made good on that. Now we'll see if he can defend the belt and mute the naysayers who say that he's not really the champion until he defends this 155-pound gold. This is one of the UFC's harder belts in which to defend. If he can defend it tonight, you got to think a lot of the naysayers aren't going to have a whole lot to say. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and that means we are ready to go with live action from the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, where some of the best fans in all of MMA have come out to see our fights here tonight. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Justin the Highlight Gaethje. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Walker.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go, early round one. This belt as hard to retain as any in the UFC. The UFC Lightweight Championship, and there is the belt holder wearing the black and gold. We'll see if he can maintain the title here tonight against the #1 contender. As many of you know, this is his first title defense, and he has said, I have no intentions of relinquishing the title, especially to this type of contender. We'll see if he can follow up and turn those words into actions here tonight.
What a kick!
That straight looks beautiful.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ.
All right, early action here, and a nice hook by the boxer gets home on the kickboxer. This is exactly the range in which he wants to be fighting.
Yeah, because it limits the kickboxer, and the kickboxer has a very high guard. So if you're tight and you just pivot with the hook, it lands around that guard, and he does a lot of damage with it.
Gaethje's eye now closing up. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Slips the punch. Gaethje's tough as it gets, but that eye is downright nasty at this point in time. And you've got to wonder, given all the swelling, if that might even be a fractured orbital. Not good for Lim. Oh, high amplitude head kick.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Head. Oh, he's wobbled now. Just out of range with the big right hand. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, he's got the feet on the hips now, DC, in a pretty good position to get out, I would think, if he so chooses.
Absolutely. This is the ideal position for escaping. Now, you're not going to get a submission off or anything like that, but you having your feet on your opponent's hips, it just allows you to build a push. You just push with your feet. You elevate your opponent's hips away from you, and then you just get a jiu-jitsu escape. Push your hand back, hip heights up, back to your feet. Now we're back to fight.
All right, that'll do it for round one. Gaethje's eye starting to look pretty bad. He absorbed a lot of damage over those 5 minutes. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about that. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major take. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Oh! Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Well, Gaethje's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight.
Oh, my God, he's hurt. He's hurt. Oh, nice right hand.
All right, pausing the action here, and if the referee calls for the doctor, this could very well be the end of the fight, given all that swelling around the eye.
It could be, and rightfully so. His eye is swollen shut. He cannot see his opponent. He's flailing at him. Can't find his target anymore.
Yeah, that'll do it. It's essentially a Cyclops fighting in there with one eye, so fans don't like it, but that is the end of the fight. It goes into the books as a TKO via doctor stoppage. All right, well, you see the referee wave off the fight, courtesy of those doctor's orders. Let's check out some of the replays that caused the damage, champ.
I mean, great striking by this guy, finding a weakness and then really exposing his opponent's weakness. This damage was so great. The swelling was so great. Once the referee called in the doctor to take a look, he knew what he had to do.
And here we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Walker.
All right, so there he is, and still UFC lightweight champion at 155 pounds. That's saying something, right? A murderer's row of contenders, and the #1 contender, no match for the champion tonight.
For a long time, we talk about 155 as the toughest division in the